So let's get started. So first thing we'll do here is just taking a moment to get a nice tall spine, just aligning the body. You can hold onto your shins. Taking a first few rounds of breath here. So looking for that three-dimensional breath. Tailbone is rooting into the ground, crown of the head like a balloon tied to a string. It's just gently pulling up. Your breath not only goes into your belly, but into your sides, into the ribs, into the low back, the back of the lungs, underneath the armpits, the front of the chest. And then exhale, three-dimensional contraction, everything pulling back towards your center line. Inhale, expanding out. Exhale, expanding in, or drawing in. All right, from here, let's go into a little cat-cow. Just gonna set my stopwatch here. So round the spine on the exhale, letting those shoulders really spread back. Inhale, stick the butt out, chest up, head up. Exhale, round over, and inhale, open. Last one. So we'll try to keep it around 10 repetitions for everything for sake of time and measure. So from here, let's start to lay on one side, collapsing into that side. You can use your head as a pillow. Legs at this 90-ish degree position. Hand on the hip to keep the hips stacked. Let's bring that knee in, coming up. Try not to roll the hip out so you're squeezing your butt. Reach that heel back. And then scooping in, so knee stays high, ankle stays up, coming up, open, around, and through. That's 2. Five, making sure steady breath. Trying to get that reach, so making sure it's a nice big circle. Two more. Imagine you're moving through honey, so it's kind of a little bit of resistance. Good, and then from here, let's take it to the other side. In, up, around, and through. Make sure you reach through that back heel. You should feel your butt activate maybe a little bit in the hamstrings. Last one. And then from here, coming back towards center, and let's sit it back up. All right, so going back to our 90-degree position, we'll do some swivels back and forth. So trying to rotate, keeping that hip down as long as you can. Eventually starts to wind in and feel that twist your body through, looking over, if I'm mirroring you in this, your left shoulder. Turn the waist, try to keep the knee down. Open that knee, other thigh tries to stay on the ground. Rotate to the other side. You might feel a little stretch in your abdomen here. On the last 5 reps, if you want, during the transition, not using your hands at all. So opening the knees, rotate, twist. Open the knees, rotate, twist. Let's get 3 more in. So really trying to use your thighs. You're pivoting on the heels. And we'll call that 10. Next, let's do our kind of swivel here. So what we'll do is work on hinging forward, up, and then we'll go for that fun hamstring stretch, extending out, level, try to hinge, and back down. So hands can plant. Let's inhale. Spine stays long, getting a good stretch. Push through that shin, rise back out. Left hand posts, left leg extends as best you can. Inhale. Big thing, even if the knee's bent, just try to get those toes facing up. Inhale, a little bow forward. Exhale, bow out. Bring it in. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale and exhale, land, reset. Inhale. Exhale, drive out. Inhale forward, chest nice and long. Exhale, press. Lifting up. And hinge. Last 5 if you want. Start to add a little bit more work. So going to two fingertips or 1 fingertip. Press. Open. Drive. Eventually not using hands at all. Good, one more time. And back out. Nice. All right, let's switch to the other side. Inhale, hinge forward. Press, lift, even if it's a bent knee. Driving through that heel. Bring it in. And you know, your pace might be a little bit slower sometimes than me, and that's totally fine. So maybe over time, once you get the idea of this routine, just doing this on your own at your own pace. If you want now, switching to the 2 fingertips, inhale forward, exhale back out. And over time again, hovering. and release. All right, so let's move on. Going into our kind of combo thread twist, and then we'll open up the spine in the other direction. Remember with this, when we collapse, we are thinking about almost like you're eating something and then pushing it away. So you're dropping your chest close to your knee, basically mouth to face, circling out. As you come back, same thing. So we don't want to try to get up from here. We want to pull in tight and reset. So we'll start off rippling through, flick that wrist back, getting that stretch in the nerve. The first one, exhale, threading the shoulder, dropping in. Reopen, inhale. And then exhale, starting to tuck that elbow in, dropping. Twist, try to keep the knee down. So lower half is spiraling if you're mirroring to the left, upper half spiraling to the right. Drawing back in, curl, and then immediately we'll go back, ripple through, open, inhale, exhale, thread, inhale, open, and then tuck. Rolling back up, thread underneath, tuck, and roll onto the back. Thread, open, tuck, and down. Let's go one more time. Let's stay down for a moment in this twist. Let's take the, if you're mirroring me, left ankle on top of your right thigh, just encouraging it down a little bit more. We'll take 3 breaths here, stretching out into the low back and into the hip. Release, roll back up, and we'll switch to the other side. Just gonna check the camera here. Please tell me I was recording. I am. Fantastic. All right, other side. Show you from side view. Rippling back, we thread. You can bend that elbow to help you. Inhale, open, and then tucking this elbow in, pivoting kind of on the pinky edge side of your hand. And back out, rippling open, thread, open, down. Pinky edge side of the hand, spiraling out. And then on the way back in, kind of the same thing. So it's pinky edge side, then flat hand pushing. Let's go one more. And we'll stay on this one, taking that right ankle on top of your left thigh, encouraging it down. Forgot to do this on the other side, but additionally, to add a stretch, your left hand can reach up here, adding a stretch into the ribs, into the abs. So second time you watch this, you'll get it right for both sides. Good, and then release, rolling back out. All right, so let's go, since we're on the floor, we'll just switch into our pec stretch. So both those arms in the scorpion-like position. Right hand goes into a push-up. Take an inhale, exhale, swing over. So we're trying not to lift up here. We're peeling our chest off the ground, feeling that nice broad stretch through the chest. You can always adjust the elbow to find the right spot. We'll take 2 rounds of breath, or roughly like 6 seconds on each side, somewhere in there. Back through center and switch. Each time you can try to reach your heel a little bit closer towards that elbow. You'll get more of a stretch, and then you also will probably get a nice little back stretch too. You can use that push-up arm to kind of push yourself deeper into a stretch. Let's go one more time each side. Good, release. Shift it back for a second, little child's pose stretch. All right, last thing, we'll need the wall. So we'll go about 1 footprint away. That way your arms are kind of almost straight. Maybe there's a slight bend. Walking all the way back so that heel's nice and straight up. Make sure your toes don't point out. Really try to spiral that hip in. If the right foot's forward, the left hand goes up. Take an inhale. Try to sink the hips down and forward without arching the back. So kind of squeeze your butt as you shift down and forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands come towards the wall. Drive that heel down, get a stretch in your back calf. Flex those front toes, try to arch your back here. So we're sticking the butt out, feeling that stretch in the hamstring. Inhale, coming forward. Reaching. Exhale. Out. Still try to find that little bit of arch in the spine. Usually a 1 to 2 second pause. Trying to keep that back knee as straight as possible. Good, let's switch. And for time's sake, if you have more time, obviously you can add a few more reps. We're getting about 8 in here, driving that heel down. Flexing the foot, sticking the butt out. This is my tighter side, so there's a little bit of compensation going on, usually in my spine, so really emphasizing sticking that butt out. Squeezing the butt, hip shift down and forward, reach. Let's do one more here. Trying to keep that heel up. Good, release. Feet forward. Take a moment, just roll the shoulders down. Soft bend in the knees, head up. What I actually like to do, so this can be a good stretch for your shoulders. Hands just go on your back. Try to just gently roll those shoulders back. And then here you can just do that Ujjayi posture. And I'll end the video here, but feel free to take some time staying here, just working on breathing three-dimensionally, rooting down through the heels, natural spine, neutral spine, those slight curvatures, and crown of the head reaching up. Good work.